Hey guys, it's Dylan with Mid-South LED. Today we're going to show you how to install the PodHoles on your 19 to 2025 GMC or Silverado 1500 or HD truck. If you have these rear bumper steps like this will fit in there perfect. I think the only one that is different is the trucks with the Super Cruise, which I think is on the 1500s. And your rear bumper step will not look anything like this, so you can't use this product on that. But anyways, let's get to it. So when you get your PodHoles kit, it'll come with 2 of these, which will be texture. These are smooth. You'll get a box of pods in there, some mounting hardware for the pods, which are in here. And then you'll get another mounting hardware kit, which goes on the back of this. You'll get some stickers, you'll get some zip ties, and a harness, okay? So this is an extremely nice harness. We'll put this to the side. We'll talk about this here in a minute. For now, we're going to get to showing you how to install the PodHoles in your rear bumper step. Your rear bumper step is going to look different. It's going to be texture. We do offer these bumper steps and painted on our site. You can see them on there. And then also we can paint the PodHoles plastic and color matched as well. So I already did this one just to get a rough idea on how to do it. I'm going to show you how to do the other one. I would always start on the driver's side just because that's where everything is. So when you go to do your passenger side, you're going to flip this template over and you're going to do a couple things over here. So first, let me get some of this stuff out of the way. First thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here and you'll have some plastic ribs right here on the back side. You're just going to take a razor blade. I've already actually cut these off, but I got a little bit left on there. You just shave them off real quick like so. It don't take long at all. It may take you 2 minutes if that. Okay. All right. After that, you're going to take this template. You're going to have a couple things here. So you're going to have a hole already drilled right there from the factory. So you're going to line that hole up right there with that. We're going to take some tape. Don't matter what kind of tape you use. Gonna line that hole up right there. And it needs to be pretty close, but it don't have to be. If you're off by a hair, there's some give in the kit to where you got a little bit of room to play with. You want to tape that on there. You want to make sure that's lined up with that little hump right there. Okay. So now that you got everything, you're gonna need a couple tools. You're gonna need a 3/16 drill bit. And then in all these holes, so you already got a hole there, you're gonna need to drill a hole where your other hole is. So anywhere where there's already holes, that's where you wanna drill your holes. Okay, now you're gonna do the driver's side first, so you're gonna see exactly on that template where to drill them at, okay? And this is just the passenger side. I'm just showing you how to do it. That way you get an idea. It's not rocket scientist. Right here, you're gonna need a 1-inch hole, okay, to get the pod plugged through there. Biggest thing we got is a 7/8. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this hole for the 7/8 stepper bit. This does not have to be 100% perfect. Okay. Pull all that off, put that to the side. You're gonna see here, this plug does not fit with a 7/8. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it, just wallow it out a little bit. You're never gonna see this behind this piece of plastic. It don't matter. You're making a big old hole in it anyways. I'm making it work. A lot of you guys are gonna be doing the same thing because y'all don't have a 1-inch drill bit as well. Okay. Now that this is all nice and dusty, since we've already wiped it down for the video, we're gonna take this and let me show you real quick. We went ahead and bolted everything. We bolted the pod in there. You're gonna use the screws that are in this bag to bolt the pod in there. And then you're gonna get another bag of screws like this. You're gonna put these little things, these little retainers in here. Okay, they're not gonna come in there. And then after that, the only thing you're gonna have left is some screws and washers. And what you're gonna do, get all the crap out of there. You're gonna run your wire through here. You're gonna flip it over to the back. I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these going just to hold it in place. I don't think it really matters which ones you get going. Okay, so my holes were not exactly where they needed to be, which is okay. I'm actually glad they weren't, because you're probably gonna run into the same thing, and I can show you. If you come over here and look in this hole, you see there, I'm having to put a lot of pressure on it for you to see inside there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put this screw in to line up with that. You see it's not straight down, it's kind of sideways. So I'm gonna make sure I get in the hole, put some pressure on it, drill it up. Now it grabbed, so it pulled it where it needed to go. Now, that hole's lined up. This hole is still a little off over here too, which we can get that in there too. It's plastic, it's forgiving, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. This one's gonna be a little bit more trickier because of this clip, but we'll get it. Just take it nice and slow. That looks like it gripped, it's in there good. And we got our last one. You're gonna have 4 of them total. You don't want to over tighten them, just get them snug in there and they'll be good to go. And then there you go, guys. I don't have the step piece in this one just because I'm just trying to show you what it looks like. We got your pod holes right here, ready to be installed on the truck. We're going to show you real quick how to install this stuff on the truck. It's going to be our first time doing it just like yours, so just bear with us. Alright guys, now we're going to show you how to install these bad boys. You're going to need a T15, I believe. T15. It's like a little panel popper. You can use that, a flathead. And you're going to need 7mm with a little extension or just on a ratchet. So you're going to come down here. You're going to have 3 screws. You're going to have 1, 2, 3 T15s. It's kind of a weird spot to get in. The longer the extension you have, the better. Or if you have a short ratchet. Uh-oh. Yep, see. 3 different tools for 1 screw, so. But that one. So that's all 3 right there. And you're gonna have some 7mm. Cameraman's gonna have to come under here with me. So we're gonna have one right here, a 7mm. I'll go ahead and get that out if my exhaust pipe could get out of the way. And hopefully you ain't got a bunch of mud underneath there like me. And then you're gonna have this one right here too, which is gonna be kind of a pain in the butt. All right, got all that out, got everything we need out. I'm not reusing these, so I'm going to be a little less careful about marring the plastic or things of that nature. So you can be a little bit more careful. You can kind of just, you know, pull up and pull out on that, but what I'm going to do just make my life easier. Just slide it out like that. See, it left a little mar right there, and you will see that if you reuse it, so you just got to be careful. We have a couple more T15s right here. And unless your truck's brand new, it's probably gonna be dirty as crap like that. And this part right here, be careful, your bumper is painted. So all this is gonna pop out good. The part that's gonna be a pain in the butt is down here. There's some clips underneath there. Pain in the butt to get off without messing up, but if they break, they can go back on. Everything is bolted on here. You can see those little clips that hold it in right there. That one broke, that one broke. You can still reuse this piece though. Everything gets bolted on, and it's good to go. But what I'm gonna do now is just get the new one. If you get new painted ones, you want to pull these out of your painted ones, okay? Those are like some little retainer nuts. And then we're going to put them in our new ones. We got 1 and 2. All right, this is as easy as can be to put it back on, just like you popped it off. And just run your wire right here. You kind of want to slide it in there nice and deep. All right, got that part in there. It's good to go. You'll see it drooping a little bit right here. That's okay. We got some screws that will hold it up. We're gonna put our 2 T15s in there that we originally had. Try to grab my dirty ones, that way you don't see them. There we go. Alrighty, and I've got to paint it step 2, so my whole bumper's painted, the top pad's painted, all these are painted. The only thing I was lacking was this. I was just waiting to get this video film to put this on. So you're just going to slide that in there. You're going to slide it in there first. Make sure all them tabs are down in there. You're just going to pop in. We're going to put these screws up, and then we're going to get the ones on the back right after that. There's 1. 2, and our 3rd. That one's kind of close. All right, we got that done. We're gonna get down here and put these 7mm back in. Alrighty, you're good to go, and it's time to wire this bad boy up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this harness, we're gonna go down here. Oh, wait. All right, so I have a lot going on down here. We just had this whole truck torn apart. I gotta clean this up a little better. But you're gonna find your 7-pin, which is right here. And you're gonna plug this bad boy in. You're gonna unplug it. You can unplug it from the bumper, or if you have the 5th wheel going up there, you can unplug it from there, it don't matter. Then you're gonna take it, unplug it, plug this up to it. You're gonna take this piece, do the same thing. Alrighty. And then you're gonna run these wires all nice and neat. I'm gonna run this one up and over. Plug the pod in. And this piece right here, I believe, is for your taillight socket. I'm just trying to make sure I got the right one. Alrighty, I'm gonna clean this up later on, but I'm just gonna show y'all where everything plugs up to. That way you get the general idea. And then this one will run, this will plug up into the other pod over here, and we'll just run it up over here and follow the other harnesses. Shit, too short. It ain't such a hot mess over here with these wires, so I'm gonna be able to tuck them up a little better down here. Kind of show you. Alrighty, got her plugged up. So we're just gonna test everything, make sure it works before we go any farther. And there we go. There is your PodHole kit lit up. Probably a good 25, 30 feet from that paint booth right there. It's broad daylight outside. It's bright here in the shop. They're off right now. I'm gonna turn them on just so you can see how bright they are even during the daytime. There's a big difference right there. And then, so just to turn these on and off, you're gonna use your cargo light switch right there. On and off. All the new kits, I think in about a month, they're gonna be pre-wired to where they automatically come on in reverse, which they do not now. You have to turn that switch on and off when you want them to come on. And then also they will work with this switch too on top of that. So if you're out working on something at nighttime, need some light back there, you can still turn it on without having to put your truck in reverse. As of right now, the reverse feature does not work when it goes in reverse. You gotta press that button to turn it on. But that's pretty much on this. If you want to buy just the pod light kit with texture black to match your factory texture black step, we offer that. We offer it in paint match. We can paint match it any color. We can paint match that step for you too, or we can paint match the whole dang truck if you want to bring it to us. It don't matter. You can find all these parts here on our website at midsouthled.net. Be sure to give us a like and follow. Thanks.